Vicente, Art's given one. People give different demos, and they're doing this out of the goodness of their heart, for the goodness of the club. And we try to limit our criticism. We try to have positive reinforcements. PMA, we call it positive mental attitude. So that's what we do. And I'm Jim. This is
Art.
James.
Leroy. Again.
Okay, and
AJ.
AJ?
Yeah.
What do you like, AJ? What's on your mind?
Arduino and Raspberry Pi.
Okay. You've got one?
Yeah.
Okay. You done any projects yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, the blinky lights right up there at the front, huh? Okay. Well, you got some people, not necessarily me, but the people in the group that are played a lot with the Arduino and the some with the Raspberry Pi. We like toys, and the Arduino is more for doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
So you can look when you get your meeting notes in. You can go to this meeting announcements. It'll be in your mail, and it's from the meeting time. You can go look at Leroy's folder and see all the things he's done. I've done some things, and if I can do it, you can do it. Okay. So they got some nice folders and projects in there you can look at, and they're all over the place on the internet. If you need any help, bring it in and ask the guys. And if you want to display a project, if you want to show us a project that you think's way cool, let us know and we'll schedule it for the next meeting. Or you just bring it in. A lot of times we have extra time and we'll show stuff. Vicente comes in here with stuff occasionally, surprises us. Okay. And
my name's Terry, and I dabble in Arduino and Raspberry Pi also.
Okay. Any interesting projects?
Yeah, I've just finished one. It's a garage door closer with Arduino.
Okay.
Our garage is detached and across the street, and occasionally I forgot to close the door. And it doesn't have a man door. It's only the garage door, and that's the only entrance.
Okay.
So this will, after whatever time you set, say 15, 16 minutes, it'll close the garage door.
What sort of sensor did you use?
Well, I've got just proximity switches.
Okay.
To say whether the door's open or closed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even sure the technology. Some kind of beam.
Photo eye,
whether the car is in or out.
Mm-hmm.
And really, that's about it as far as sensors.
Okay.
The other part of that is my wife uses a walker, and she leaves the garage door closer in the walker when she backs out. So if the car backs out, then within about 10 seconds, it'll close the door.
Oh, okay.
It won't wait the 15 minutes.
Cool. We used a proximity switch. You catch that, Leroy? Well, our battle is manual switches or ultrasonic or proximity switches, but not mechanical switches. No. We have worse.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds good.
And another project that I did just for the fun of it, actually, he challenged him to do it, and then I thought, well, if we challenged him, we got to be able to do it ourselves. Was type in a sentence, and then it'll spit out Morse code.
Oh, okay.
We know.
Yeah.
Good. Buzzer or LED?
Both.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Beep, 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 beep.
What's your interest?
My name is Christopher Beard, and I'm a systems engineer, so I always have an interest in
Okay.
technology. But I don't have that much time to do a lot of different things. I've messed around with Raspberry Pis, and that's pretty much it.
Okay. If you have some good projects, you might want to show them, or if we have one with the Raspberry Pi, come see us. So the good thing about us is you can see the videos now. If you see something you're interested in, you can just go see the video at your convenience. If you're trapped on a plane or in a car or something, you can just view the video. And we like projects. One of the things we like to do is make the projects available to people like him in a format that anybody can understand, even the president of the company can understand. Just saying, of the outfit of the club. You put it in technology I can understand, then people have a shot at it. And that's what we like. And you can see that in the folders that are available. Down at the bottom of the page, somewhere, you see the corners, links to member projects. And there is my corner, projects you can understand, and Leroy's corner. Where's your corner, Leroy? I don't see it.
I don't know, it disappears every now and then. It's up, go back up on near the top of the page.
Oh, I may have done a cut instead of a.
I don't know why it's up there, but
Well, that was good. It blew straight to Hades, didn't it? Well, I did something probably. Let's see. So let's do this, and let's do that, and then do this. And this is Google's old web page stuff. So it's, with me, it's pretty simple to use. You just click edit, and you're there, and you just edit it directly. And let's put Leroy's page back, Leroy's link back down there. He should go right in there. And we'll change it. And you're back. Good thing I went to look for it today. Oh. Now, did we decide his name was Mike or Jim? Who's going to call him? Yeah, well, you're going to call him Mike.
I think it's Mike.
Mike. I'm bad with names, so you're subject to be called anything when you come in here.
Got very limited mobility.
So here are the various corners you can click on, various projects that are up there. Vicente, Leroy. I've got a few. They've got some fancy ones there, so there they are. If you want to look at some participation notes, what people have done in the past, they're there. And here's something. One of my projects is, it's only been live for 2 years, working on 3. Trash can transport. It's made to be a little thing, self-propelled, to take trash up to where they pick up the trash. Because in the later years, my dad couldn't take his trash can out, and that would have been a good project for him. Okay,
I
you
should finish that. I'll do that.
are you interested in that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a very long driveway.
Okay. All right. Right now, where we are is my latest and closest to final. We would like to do GPS, but GPS is to get that accuracy. You're talking big money, and that's not where I am. My latest is I actually use a compass for guidance, and I found it to be extremely accurate. And it's not automated yet, but I was thinking to begin with, to make a cheap model, just use a key fob to do go and stop, and let the compass direct it. I've driven the unit up and down the driveway. It's 100 feet, 10 times up and down the driveway, and landed within 6 inches of the original spot without interference, just using a compass. I was amazed at the accuracy of the compass for guidance.
Like around the bend?
No, it's straight.
Straight, okay.
Yeah, I do a straight line. But the way it works is you just set the bearing, and the software is relatively simple. You have trouble going from 0 to 360, you know that, so you have to deal with that, but that code's already done. But it's amazingly accurate. Now, I did run into a problem where if I had a car in the turnaround spot and you went within 6 feet of that turnaround spot, it would do like this number. But then it would do this number, and it would tend to be straight, but that's an issue. So if I see, what I was thinking was putting 2 compasses on it and see if there's a difference. And if there is a difference, I give up.
It's like this.
Yeah.
But the first one's going to be just manual. I got a fob and a remote wireless fob, and go just do that.
Very cool.
Okay, Leroy, you ready to go? Vicente just walked in. This is one of our big project guys. Leroy, you ready?
I suppose.
Okay. I hereby officially turn the program over to you.
Woo! Okay.
It's like this.
That's $10. It's a ESP8266 microcontroller with 4 relays on it. I got it locally here at MCM for $10. It's made by a company called LinkSprite. It came preloaded with their own firmware to talk to their IoT website. The idea behind it is connect it to the Wi-Fi, tell the app that they provide which relay you want on and off, and you can turn lights on or open your garage door or whatever. I never got their firmware to actually work, but it's open source, more or less, and I was able to write my own firmware, and what it's doing now is not actually talking an Internet of Things website. It has created its own website. So when we connect it to the internet, when we connect it to the router, I can go to, I'm calling this Wi-Fi relay. I can go to Wi-Fi relay.local and turn relays on and off. I also wrote a second firmware that will talk to a public MQTT broker. There's no security on that one, so don't put it on anything that you would want to keep secure, because anybody could just open your garage or whatever. But the firmware that's on here is just talking to anything. It's just running a website. I also ran, so I was playing with it on my home Wi-Fi. I haven't set it up here, so hopefully this works. I put the Wi-Fi manager it's a library for the 8266 that is supposed to create an access point and then let you easily change routers. So as soon as I plug this in and it doesn't connect to where it thinks it should connect, it should create an access point, and I should be able to hopefully do this demonstration.
Fine print.
Hopefully being the optimum words. So there's a couple of different models of this. This must be the latest, the newest model. The old model looks like it could take 7 to 28 volts. This model looks like it was only designed for 5 volts. I don't know why.
You're talking about the relay drives as opposed to
The
power supply.
The power supply itself, yes.
They were able to get rid of that 7-cent voltage regulator.
Do I?
Right.
Power supply, 5 volts.
Yeah, it's only doing 5 volts. So let's see.
Is it because the relays are 5 volts?
coils.
There's a regulator on there, so I don't know why.
3 volts for the.
Yeah,
for
there's
the
3
ESP.
volts for the ESP.
3 volts, but for the relays, 5 volts.
Yeah. And that's what I think they're done, because I think they're running the 5 volts directly off of the power supply.
Directly to drive the relays.
That's exactly what I think they've done. I think they've.
It's a 1 amp power supply or 2.4.
The specs say 1 amp, but I'm using a 2 amp. And so far it has not shown me a new access point. Oh, come on. Work. Do what you're supposed to
2
do.
amps will be when all the coils are energized. All the relays are.
Yeah. Yeah. I should have plugged this in a while ago, apparently. There. Nope.
Auto Connect AP is.
Auto Connect AP, it just showed up.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm connecting to that. Now my phone should say that there's a captive portal that's going to happen. And with that captive portal, I should, come on, connect.
I assume it's Wi-Fi manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never really used it.
It can be kind of flaky. I found a fork that seems to work much better, more reliable.
It seemed to work at home, but
Yeah, well, it does, but it also sometimes flakes out. So.
it seems like it's flaking out because it's not letting me connect. Of course, it's the library. Let's try it again.
I did get a sign in
Did you?
Wi-Fi network.
If you get it again, I'll let you set the Wi-Fi up. I didn't get it. It won't connect. What the heck is it trying to tell me? It says it's full.
I've got the Wi-Fi auto connect AP, and the signal is
It's strong.
good.
I'm
Like,
Probably will only let one person connect.
Probably. It won't.
Well, yeah. I don't know if it is that sophisticated, but
boy, there's a lot of traffic in this area. Let's see.
My phone refuses to connect to any Wi-Fi now, and it was connected, so I guess it's time to reboot. You see the automation technology?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He tried to connect it to that.
I'm trying that one more time.
Okay.
Okay. Looks like I'm in. Sign in.
So it sets up like a captive portal kind of deal.
Big Wi-Fi.
He's got it.
Automation. What's the password?
Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Yep. Great password.
Unbreakable.
Right.
Credentials saved and it's rebooting.
Woohoo! So in theory, that means after a couple of seconds, it should come up.
192.168.4.1.
That was the captive portal. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the AP.
Yeah.
IP address.
Kicked me off.
Well, I
Just rebooted.
I did the
Oh.
configuration and it rebooted.
So let's see if we can actually get this to do what it's supposed to do. I tried to keep this like really, really
Good thing you
simple.
got here. We have the last chairs available here. And you had to sit by Leroy. That's the bad news.
You have to hold a bunch of power strips on your lap.
Yeah. That's the
I
price.
didn't take it. It's back in AP, but
Is it? Yes, apparently this little router isn't working real well.
Don't you say that. That's a Hutu router. One of the best routers made. I think it has trouble. Whatever's plugged into that port has trouble. We've always had trouble with
1, 2,
whatever's
3,
plugged
4,
into
5,
that
6,
port.
7, 8. You said?
All right, so the port is the suspect, not the router.
Yes. Absolutely.
Something.
Did you say Hutu or Fruit Loops? Is that the Chinese
About the
router?
same, doesn't make any difference.
One of those Chinese? Hutu?
$15.
Yeah, I remember you talking about
We had trouble. We had luck
value
with it,
aspect of it.
but we had the similar trouble with the previous one, which was like $11 router.
Oh, yeah.
This is a 300 megabit router here.
It's a $15 router, right?
Yeah,
With funky firmware.
one of the best $15 routers you'll find.
With
That's
funky fresh
upscale for
firmware.
us. I'm just saying.
Get cases of old reliable WRT 54Gs.
Cases of them.
Bring them in.
Probably 30 or 40 of them.
Wow.
Bring one in. If it's free, we're ready. We're available.
Free is the right.
Yeah.
Free and cheap as in,
It's not taking it. I'm able to log in from my
Yes.
phone, but it's not.
Taking.
it says it can't auto connect.
Let me see if I can connect to.
Okay, I swear this worked at the house.
He swears.
Likely story.
I believe you.
This is the first time we've ever had any trouble with the router here.
Wink, wink, nod.
Hey, stop that.
Wink, wink, nod, nod.
Yeah, yeah.
I actually went to try to make a video of this from the house, and my connection was down. The entire building, the Wi-Fi was just gone.
Aren't those cute prairie dogs
I
right
think
there?
the cloud follows you around. What's happening here?
Well, I can vouch for the password.
Okay, I'm trying to connect. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because guess what? It actually worked.
Are
It
you
said it
in?
worked. It said it worked.
Automation Technology Club.
Yeah.
What's the password?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
No, yes, I was able to connect to that just
Yeah.
fine. But your device is not.
It's not being happy about doing
Right?
it.
Keep saying internet unavailable.
You might want to IPL it. That's reboot.
IPL and tech lingo.
That's in IBM.
Yes.
IBM lingo.
It's called
You caught
Kill-
that, didn't you,
kill the
Steve?
big power switch.
It connects.
IPL.
What's the automated
Initial program
technology?
loaded.
No.
1, 2, 3,
Mainframe. That's mainframe lingo from
1,
the
2, 3,
60s.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
And I didn't
Oh,
blame
wow.
it. No, can't blame it on me. They made me say
it
that.
seems to connect from mine.
To write it.
Although the internet's a
Yeah.
little bit slow.
It's got
The
mouse
internet's
bolts
very
as
slow.
well.
What happened there?
This version of the chassis.
There we go. Woo! That was it. IPL worked.
Okay.
Go figure. All right. So
What did you get for it?
IPL'd it.
Initial program load. Reboot.
Reboot.
You had power cycle. Oh, yeah. I noticed several
He
times.
said that's
you have to
main-
do a hard
mainframe
reset after
lingo.
you configure it.
That. Yes. I
Like
don't
I
know
said,
why.
the other version I think
Is
fixes
better.
that.
Yeah. Okay. So
You'd have heard that on that 70s show. Yeah.
I tried to
Yeah.
keep this very, very simple. There actually is no website. Like if you just typed in Wi-Fi router.local, it would just say, yep, I'm here. There's a Wi-Fi router. So you put a slash and a number behind it. The number indicating which relay you want to turn on, 1 through 4.
It's zero based, it's one based.
That's because I'm human. I don't think like a machine. I could have made it anything I wanted to. I could have even called it fan or garage or.
That's cool.
Labeled it to whatever relay
Yeah.
you wanted to assign.
And it's a toggle. So if I send 1, the first time it'll tell me it's on. The second time I send 1 is going to tell me it turned it off. So it's just a toggle.
Can it query? Can you find out the state of number 3?
Not yet. I thought about that after I had gotten everything done, and I was like,
You know that we change
Yeah.
it, but you don't know what's the state.
yeah. And I thought about that. I was like, it would be nice to be able to, if I just walked in or something, just to say, question mark.
Yeah.
Here's what all 4 are doing. But there's 1, 2. They numbered these things funky from the factory. So
Just click on with authority.
my numbering in my brain makes more sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, but it doesn't really correspond to what you're actually turning on. So I can turn them on. I could turn them off, maybe. Come on, turn off. Be nice. Now everything's going slow again. Now everything's going slow again.
AJ's, okay, yeah, I don't know, I can't decipher that.
It's a decent setup.
Adornus. Oh,
I could not get the original firmware to work at all. Other people have had better luck at getting it to work, but every time I went to scan that, it would boot me out of the app. It would just do all kinds of bad, funky things. So I'll pass that around.
What's one of those set you back?
$10.
Oh.
It was. That's up at MCM. $10.
Where is MCM?
Springboro.
They're available on eBay also.
You know where Dalco is?
We need to check to see who has a good
Off of Pioneer
firmware set
Drive.
on that.
I don't know.
Nobody.
There is another one for $14.
There's another. It's got 8 relays.
73.
That works?
It's cheap.
8 relays, $14 in MCM.
Okay.
The same thing.
I thought it was 15, but yeah, it's cheap
Right
enough.
Right off the interstate,
Yeah.
or a few, a little bit off
It's
the
cheap
interstate.
enough for 4 more
Those
relays.
guys were that close.
Other people have said, I went into the forums to try to figure out why it wasn't letting the app connect through the QR code and everything. And everybody's like, it works great. I'm like, no, it doesn't. The other thing that I did was how you actually program that thing. It needs to be 3 volts. Where did my programmer go? So you got to have a FTDI that will support the 3 volts. They say that the speed is 112,000.
115.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Standard.
It's not. It's 900.
You can run it faster, yeah.
No. If you try to program that one slower, fails every single time. Every single time. Even running it faster, it fails probably 50% of the time. But at least it programs. But their information about the speed is just wrong, because when I tried it at the speed that they said to do it at, nope. That was one thing I did find in the forums that was actually helpful. Make the speed go faster. The other thing, they've got it set for, or they say that it's set to do QIO mode. Every single time I tried it in QIO mode, it failed every single time. So DIO was the only way I got that to program. And since it's, I tried their firmware again. They provide the sketch that they originally provided. I could not get it to work, and I don't care at this point because it's working with what I've got.
Yeah.
And I mean, eventually I would like, because I thought the same thing after I did it. I was like, oh, status updates would be nice. But I wrote 2 different sketches. There's one that uses MQTT that talks to a public broker with no security on it right now. Somebody could go and change that to add security. But if you're going to use the MQTT, you're pretty much don't hook it up to lights or something. Don't put it on something that really matters. That's it. That's what I got. Art's hogging it over there somewhere.
No.
He's taking pictures of it
He's
again?
taking pictures of it.
Oh, yeah, should I guessed it.
I was copying the QR code.
Go ahead. It won't do any good now.
So you said this company is a local, is it?
No,
Link's
that's a Chinese company.
Chinese company.
Pretty much.
Was there any non?
Yeah.
MCM
If
is-
it's electronic, pretty much it's from China.
It's all China or Taiwan or.
If you guys want to get one of these things to work, I'm sure Leroy would sell it to you for cheap.
I've actually, Link Sprite makes
Yeah.
really good hardware,
Yeah, they do. Good stuff.
but I've always had problems with their software. So
That'd be a good one for a Google Plus discussion. Somebody that's interested.
So their hardware's solid, but their software.
kind of sucks. In a nice way.
Saying it in a nice way.
And some of their wiki, especially for this thing, just seemed like it was just way wrong. So
Now,
their document,
MCM is off Pioneer Boulevard or Pioneer Drive too, isn't it?
yes.
And so is Dalco.
Dalco is on Pleasant Valley.
Okay. They're from Cincinnati. It's go up 75, get off
wire.
Franklin 73
screw
exit.
shakes. They're not.
Not far.
Screwed
They're not screwed in.
I mean, I know where
741,
Lockamedia is. That's about it.
741. It's pretty.
If you're at Lockamedia, you're 4 blocks away from MCM.
So which way? If I come out of Lockamedia?
You know where the Burger King is?
No, I don't know anything else.
Okay, go
Down the hill
So
towards
east or
Franklin.
west?
Tractor Supply is there.
I'm trying to think my directions. I think that's west. West goes into Springboro.
You're
So
going
they cross
east
the
there.
expressway?
East.
Yeah.
East. But,
It's
okay.
one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know where it's at. Go towards Springboro. There'll be a Burger King, a Gold Star Chili across the street. There will be a Speedway. There's something else on the other corner. Once you get to that corner, you make a right, and you go down.
That's 741, isn't it?
No, that's
Oh, the other way.
73,
73.
70,
Okay.
70 something.
73.
no. Where the Burger King and the
no, I'm
Speedway is.
That's on 73. You're turning off.
Oh yeah, you're turning off to from Lockamedia.
Yeah.
Yeah. That where the Burger King and the Speedway is, that is Pioneer Boulevard. And you go down. If you get to the end, you've passed it up because it pretty much sits right at the end of Pioneer Boulevard. It's a big building. It says NCM Electronics
Okay.
in really big letters on the left-hand side. And
They're pretty much only open,
They-
retail's 9 to 5.
9 to 5:30, Monday through Friday, and
Not open on the weekend.
not open on the weekends. Semi-depressing news, and I don't know if it's true. MCM may actually be moving to Columbus.
Oh, that sucks.
That's
Yeah.
definitely depressing.
That is extra depressing because I go there all the time. they were, the parent, they were bought out by some other company, and the parent company is in Columbus. And
Can you buy stuff online from there?
yeah, but you're going to pay extra shipping, which charge an arm and a leg.
They don't
for
have
shipping.
Prime?
It's nice to go to the store.
They don't have Prime.
See around.
Next time I go in, I'm going to find out what the truth is about whether or not they're actually moving, because I can't imagine they're moving that entire facility. I mean, that place is huge.
That would be a big deal.
Yeah, and
They must have a great sale going on before that move, though, because
Yeah.
moving all that inventory.
That's a lot of
is-
stuff.
Did they start off as a spinoff from Mendelssohn's?
No.
Okay.
no, they were always their own thing, but Newark and Element 13, 14.
One of those.
I can never get the right element.
Just think of the periodic chart. What's 14?
Yes,
What is it? Carbon?
there's another one.
Yeah, it's big. There it is.
14, but
They
that's not the 14th element.
there's like 3 or 4 companies that actually own like a share of MCM now, and they're all big electronics companies.
Oh, that's cool.
But I guess the parent company is actually in Columbus, and I'm dreading that.
Okay.
If the rumor is true, it means we're going to have to go shopping in Columbus, guys.
This is I-75 intersection. Get off I-75.
There's no outfit like that in Cincinnati, is there? MCM?
No, nowhere near that size.
Does anyone is planning to go to the Maker Fair in Dayton
I want to
by the
go.
weekend,
I want to go. It's this weekend. Yeah,
this weekend?
I want to go.
Is that on Harshman Road, or where are they having it this year?
The
I don't know.
Carolyn
Park? Yeah. Used to have it off of Harshman Road going towards the base.
Still trying to come up with element 14.
Yeah, well, I'm
trying to figure out.
getting connected. Trying to connect to what?
Obviously not a lot of chemists in the room on this side.
Yeah, I don't have enough.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you trying to connect?
It's silica.
Yeah, okay, that fits.
That's right.
Well, that would make sense.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
It's silicon, yeah.
Silicon.
Like Micro Center, they're headquartered in Columbus, Ohio.
Yep.
Morris
Where they
Road,
started.
Lane. That's where
Well,
they
they're
started.
on Bethel Road these days.
Bethel Road.
They used to have an awesome blowout sale there at the Lane Avenue store back when they were only a single store.
Across
Yeah.
that hallway,
On
Great
Lane,
stuff.
yeah.
It's super cheap.
outside of this area.
Not anymore.
Across the hall.
They're pretty proud of their stuff.
They had to give up against Fry's out in California.
Yeah, actually, they used to have one in Santa Clara.
Yep,
and
yeah.
Did they went,
closed. There was a micro center in Santa Clara right next to Mission College, and they closed it down.
so they spread pretty far and wide, huh?
Well,
Very
sort of.
tried.
They're spotty.
Okay.
They're spotty. The center of mass is definitely east of the Mississippi.
Ohio has 3 micro centers. One in Cleveland, one in Columbus, one here.
I haven't been to the one in Cleveland yet.
I have. It's
That's good.
small. It's not very big.
They used to have 2 in Columbus. There was one in Westerville.
Yeah, Westerville.
Yeah, the one in Cleveland.
Technology capital of the world.
Yeah.
The one in Cleveland is pretty small. But there were some good deals in there when I was up
That
there.
and the founding site of the NSA.
What little league?
Anti-saloon league.
Oh, anti-saloon.
My maternal line is from Westerville, Ohio.
I got you.
Can I take the cast?
Sure.
Okay.
That's coming up here real soon, this weekend.
How big is it?
They're doing 2 days this year.
No, but how physically big is it?
Don't know.
Is it just Saturday and Sunday now, or?
Yeah, Saturday.
When I went to the one on Harshman Road, there was at least
Not
15 booths. This was 5 years ago.
This is a map of the
At
One in
least
San Mateo is about 150. booths.
150.
70 exhibits, 70 plus exhibits, an interactive map.
So that's 70. It's not 150, but
It looks like there's a lot going on there. Dayton seems like it's maybe a good area to.
well, they got Tech Town there too. RFID there.
What do tickets run?
So I was.
Probably 30 or 40 bucks, right? 1 day tickets?
It is $8.
Really?
There's the map.
Well, that's pretty good.
$7 for seniors.
For
Maybe an extra
seniors and
buck.
$5 for kids.
It's a
Well,
pop.
that is a bargain.
And if you plan on attending both days, consider becoming a Dayton historical member, because I think it's free if you're a
Even though you
member of
live in
the-
California.
Pardon?
Even though you live in California.
Yeah.
parking
The one in
at
San Mateo
Carolyn
is
Park
38
is free.
to 40 bucks per
Wow.
day.
Per day.
Yeah, but it's huge.
Go there the last 7 or 8 years.
Yeah, there's Caroline Boulevard and the river.
Yeah. So it's $8. It's cheap. It's cheap. It's a cheap day.
It's a cheap day.
It's a cheap day.
Mendelssohn's, Proto Build Bar, and MCM Electronics.
Yeah, those are probably the 3 big spots right there.
That's where you could pre-buy the tickets.
Now Mendelssohn's has that big building down where the ballpark is, isn't it?
Yeah,
Right across from the ballpark.
Dragons Field.
Mendelssohn's has been in Dayton forever, hasn't it?
I think
For a
they
very long time.
Yeah, about 48, 49.
It's a pretty long time.
They're having ham radio events and
They used to have a ham bench in Hare Arena before they tore it down. Have they torn Hare down?
Not,
they were-
not as of the last hamvention.
They were
Because
getting
I was
ready.
in the parking lot going, what the hell? Where'd they go?
where is it?
They have a computer vention and a ham vention. They help over there.
If anybody is interested, they're doing a tech class so you can get your amateur radio license. I think you have to sign up for it, but I think it's free. And they're going to give the test.
Well, now there's no code, so
Yeah.
it's just basic radio theory, isn't it?
The tech stuff
And law.
is pretty basic.
Okay.
You
The
should.
regulations, though, you gotta know what those are. There's no way to fake that.
What, not, don't hop on this band and.
It's still multiple guess. So if you could eliminate two of the wrong answers.
That's true. And they also have question pools.
Yes.
They have fixed question pools. I think the tech is now about 300 questions, 400 questions.
The test itself is
You can
30
memorize your way
No.
through it.
but you can do the old, it's four answers and you can go, well, that one's wrong, 50-50
generally
shot.
one
Even
or two
question
in-
9 tells me the answer to question 3.
Yeah, well, there's generally one or two that are completely bogus off the wall, make no sense whatsoever.
Maximum allowed transmitting power, 1,000,000 watts.
Yes.
Probably not.
Yes, no.
I need 1,000,000 watts. But there's that. It looks to me like they've got a bunch of stuff scheduled and whatever to do up there this year.
Quick story on transmitting power. I used to work at Kings Island, and I was in the games department, and we were responsible for speakers and cameras and everything, which meant that we had to walk the chicken tracks on the side of the roller coaster every morning, make sure the cameras were operative. I'm on top of the beast, highest point on the beast. I'm hearing voices. On the beast, we're picking up WLW. Freaked me out. I sat down and hugged a beam for probably 15 minutes before I realized, okay, I'm not crazy.
But we had an old lady, she nun, she's dead now, and she had a metal plate in her head. And she was she said before they cranked WLW down, it was 500,000 watts.
Yeah.
She said, I could be at the board working something out and I could hear the Reds game. It was an afternoon game in my head. That was, I guess, after World War II, they cranked their signal down to 50,000.
Yeah, after they got sued. And then it was WLW, then it became Voice of America.
Yeah.
Voice of America turned it back up after they had said, no, you can't transmit that much power. They turned it right back up and broadcast the
Radio Free Europe.
Yeah.
To go to the Iron Curtain. Well, I had TV. I lived out there 6 years, and you had to have cable to get TV because you couldn't get any TV reception because I lived right in the shadow of that.
Mm-hmm.
It would. He was going to put, Pal Crowley would put the tower on one of the hills on the west side, and he got into a pissing match with the city, and he said, screw you, and he went out and base, and that was high ground, so that's why he put his signal out there on that high piece of ground. And when he put the tower out there was nothing out there but fields. It was just a cow pasture.
Oh, so they do a tutorial first, so you can do a tutorial, and then sit down and if you've got a good short-term memory, you could just
crank,
test.
put loaded in memory, and then spit it back out.
The class that they're given, it's from like 9 o'clock until 3, and then they'll give you the test. And
Okay. If you're starting from scratch, that'd be tough, I would think.
The tech portion, the tech portion is really nothing.
Yeah, but you do need to memorize the law stuff.
A little bit.
Well, you got to memorize the bands.
You need to know a couple of the bands, I think, for the tech stuff. I think that was really all that really had to be memorized.
How many amateur radio guys? I remember during CDs there was ham radio and Morse. My neighbors did Morse code.
That's ham.
Yeah. And then I lived in Middletown.
I think there's a lot more
drive
just
around
sitting
in their
here in this
car.
room
Yeah,
than
well,
what anybody
where are
realizes.
you at, buddy?
Yes.
They had,
I'm guessing.
My CD license was KQQ 3648. I had that for years.
C.W. McCall convoy.
Oh, yeah.
And my other neighbor that did the Morse code, he called CD Clown Band.
Yeah, sure. Hams and hams were that way.
Yeah.
Well, they took away the old 11-meter band that formed the CD bands.
I never hear anyone talk about CDs anymore.
They're still there. They still have their
Yeah.
frequency, but they have hams on 11 now, don't they?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't believe so.
10 meter.
And back in the 50s and the 40s, we had the 11-meter band, but they took that away when they brought out CD, and I think that was in the early 60s, if I recall correctly.
I had a question for Leroy.
I might have an answer, but the correct ones are going to cost.
Questions are free, as always.
I don't want to steal your thunder.
Yeah.
But I was just wondering, could we get YouTube up on that?
Yeah.
I ran across a pretty good demonstration of this Wi-Fi relays. Yeah,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
Are you connected to the?
Oh, I don't know if I am or not. I'm not sure I know how to do it.
All right, we can find it.
Jim can find
What's
it.
the title for it?
Link node space R4. I think we'll get you a group of them.
Which one you want?
He didn't like my demo.
How do you use an Android app to customize your linknode.r4? Okay, well there they are. Oh, they're not up there. Let me send that block up.
There's the Alexa.
R4 channel Wi-Fi wireless switch.
Cast.
Alexa.
We can do this.
Where did the sound come from?
It'll come up there. It should come up there.
I was just trying to set one up too, so it may have doubled it.
Is it frozen?
YouTube Kids. Oh, you.
I
spooled it.
didn't do anything.
It's yours.
Let me try it again. Okay, there it is. Let me stop it. Try it again.
How to use the Android app? Maybe I should look at
YouTube.
that.
It's in the broadcast mode for some reason. Let's see. How to use your Android? Which one is it? Do you recognize it? 1, 2, 3, or 4. Next one.
That's what.
R4 channel Wi-Fi.
It's, oh, where's the title? Shooting Star 4. Okay. No wonder I'm missing it.
That wasn't what I used to find it.
This is a design of.
If that helps.
Yeah. But I want to make
Come
sure.
on. It's okay. Now what's going on?
This is for a pen missing.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Well, what would I have to do to connect?
You have to connect. Here we go. Maybe.
What did you guys decide the name of it was?
Shooting Star 4.
Where's the base?
Channel Wi-Fi.
My Chromebook's gone wacky on me.
Shooting Star R4?
Yes.
4.
Well,
Shooting Star 4
Shooting Star 4.
channel.
Shooting Star and then the word 4, the left number 4.
Number 4, and channel.
Shooting Star Wi-Fi. Shooting Star 4 channel Wi-Fi wireless switch.
That's it.
Cleaning Bob.
Using Wi-Fi.
I'm working on it.
Let me introduce our Shooting Star 4 channel Wi-Fi wireless switch. The switch is supposed to connect to 4 electric
Well, it should have.
or one box.
He's the one that's hooked in.
I'll stop it if I can. Cast.
Should have done something.
And stop.
Oh, it's black.
Okay, now you should be able to.
Cast do that.
There you go. Something's happening. Okay. We're in a funny mode here with YouTube.
Shouldn't have been using that Ouija board the other week. Put bad mojo.
Here we go. Shooting Star 4.
That's a different Wi-Fi board.
It's pretty similar.
It is.
Yeah, it's a little different configuration.
That looks like it's probably based on the original
Can you turn it up?
version of that.
Oh, I didn't know it does that.
Yeah, there's also USB connectors.
Yeah, it looks like the original version of this.
22 volt switch, for example.
It also looks like it's made by a different company. Yeah, it's not using an ESP8266 either.
What's that?
That is using something else.
It's probably still on ESP, it's just a different model.
That's using the key fob. That's probably Bluetooth.
It's probably,
My,
that's
my
probably
fob.
433 megahertz.
The key fob is RF.
Oh, is it? Okay. RF. It's got RF. It's got a receiver for the key fob on it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's probably 400.
Yeah, I've got some of those.
Yes, PSB 04 is an ESP8266 base.
Yeah.
That's weird. They've made their own.
Oh,
They've made their own ESP8266 Gilly Bob.
I doubt it. I mean, there are a lot of different versions. There's modules.
It's a clone. It's a clone of the board.
It's all my devices. So, firstly, I should tap on the app.
They give the firmware. Maybe we could just steal their firmware. I mean,
Press the first button here. This is the on and off button for channel 1. Slow press. Okay, breaking fast.
it is called eWe Link. Say that 3 times fast.
The Wi-Fi name and password.
You just assign something to channel 1.
She's basically doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It asks you to name the device.
I have to. I don't.
It is successful. Okay. This one is the device that I just added on. So now it is the interlocking mode. As I told you before, that the device supposed engine mode, self-locking mode, and interlocking mode. And how to make it? Firstly, you should press the locking mode switch, and then you can switch on one of the modes. So now it is engine mode.
Oh, that's interesting.
In engine mode, tap on. Connected device will be turned on for 0.7 seconds, and then auto off. Let me show you. On.
That's interesting.
Turn on, everyone will be turned on for 0.7 seconds, then auto off. And when you press the locking mode button here, it will switch to another locking mode. So the next one is self-locking mode. See the LED now is light up.
So they have the fob for the RF and Wi-Fi. That's cute.
And their software is capable of like setting them to like flash or latch open. I could probably make. I probably could make my software toggle it quickly.
Is it $10?
So it's $5 online.
No, that's just for the chip.
What's the price for board?
I'm looking.
In interlocking mode, each time you can only turn on one device.
Well, you found something here. They got everything. And we got to get price on it first. It's $10. We have to get one of those.
I was just kind of looking around from your announcement of what you're going to talk about, and that's where I found it.
There are no products matching Shooting Star. Of course not. Maybe they don't make them anymore.
What happens if you just go to the website?
I'm on their website right now.
Well, so this is an obsolete product?
Maybe it's not on the market yet.
Maybe like animal.
I don't see it. Doesn't mean there's an Atmega 328 board that's $20. There's an 8-channel board with no controller for $10. There's a Shield for $10.
That's an Arduino Shield?
Arduino Shield for $10. There's the 315 megahertz one relay and 433 megahertz one relay are $7.50, but I don't see the Shooting Star board. So either it is brand new or it's obsolete. I don't know. Which. Or both. It's brand new, obsolete.
Never made it to market.
Yeah. It's possible it never made
$15.80 US dollars.
Where did you find it at?
ited.cc.
Okay, where did I do so differently?
ited.cc. Let me put it up on the screen and show you. Maybe you can tell me what I did wrong or whatever.
Yeah, we found those, remember, on AliExpress for nothing. Okay.
I did a search for Shooting Star
out of stock.
4 and Switch.
Shooting
Star, Switch, Wi-Fi ought to do it.
That's pretty much what I searched for before.
It says availability out of stock. I wonder if that means.
Oh, yeah.
I am getting search results for Shooting Star 4 Switch. There are no products matching your thingamabob.
The Shooting Star thing is probably the name of the people that did the video.
Could be. Yeah.
4-channel Wi-Fi.
It says it right there. In the description.
Yeah.
That's out of stock anyway, so it's not, product's not available yet.
Oh, I see.
Art had to come and smash our little parade here. Jeez.
Well,
Crushed our little umbrella.
just the facts, man.
Yeah.
Joe Friday.
Backed his dump truck on us and let her rip.
I suppose that's not a bad price because it's got the RF with it too.
And the fob and the Wi-Fi.
But for $15, we could get 8 relays up there at MCM.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the fob.
You don't need no stinking fob.
Yeah.
Fob's cool.
The fob is way.
There's no antenna on that fob.
Yeah, it doesn't
Well,
pull out
it's
anything.
retracted.
Extendable.
Okay.
I think it's extendable, yeah.
Can buy separate.
And.
No, just the model and the.
That's RF only, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very similar product, but I don't think it's exactly the same.
But Cynthia will
No,
find one
no.
for us by next week that does both
Oh,
that.
yeah. he'll,
Good find if we could buy it.
Yeah, for real.
I like it.
Have to keep an eye on that so you
If
can
it
grab that
becomes-
for $18
If
or
it becomes available, yeah.
the question would be is how much are they going to charge you for shipping out of China?
38 cents, but it's going to take 9 weeks.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I actually kind of like the long shipping time. I buy stuff and forget I bought it. I'm surprised when I get home.
It's Christmas.
If I never get it, I just kind of forget that it was ever on its way.
Okay.
Yep.
If you go on down, it says we have stopped selling this product. We recommend that you use a Son on-off 4CH.
Yeah, the SOM, that looked neat and they're cheap. Those look like they're neat modules. They're
So
ESP8266
they've obsoleted the
based.
product up there.
Okay.
They have both the RF and the.
I don't
Wi-Fi?
think so. I think
Oh,
they're
okay.
just, but they're cheap. They're like
They're
cheap.
$14.50.
Well, they sell the module cheap. It probably plugs in.
It's a sturdier case. It doesn't seem to have the RF.
No, I don't think that the SOM things are RF based. So it looks like if you really want, that doesn't look like it's got the RF with it. Here. AliExpress has this. This appears to be the same thing without the RF.
Without the RF, it's what we got already.
The Pro version has the RF.
The Pro version.
Son on-off 4chan Pro has the RF receiver module.
So it looks like if you really start hunting, though, you probably
And they use that EWI link too.
But it's the same. It's
EWI link.
EWI.
Not Kiwi, but EWI.
It looks like if you go on AliExpress here, $26 with the RF on it if you really want.
That's good enough.
That's getting up in price.
Yeah, that's getting pretty pricey.
The Sonoff 4-channel Pro is $22.90. I don't know about you. And it says it's in stock.
See this?
Oh.
I saw some of those Psalms devices for like $5 and $6. I think they were on eBay. They probably fell off the back of a truck in China.
Yeah, right. Pack of them.
Being the Sonoff,
Some
it
kind of
has
a vehicle.
a nice case and everything. So.
Have you guys seen the Bluetooth bulbs? Home Depot.
Are
Uh,
they the ones that play music?
yeah,
They're Bluetooth bulbs.
yeah. I don't know if they're at Home Depot. They actually have them cheaper at some other places. They're getting 60-watt equivalent with
But
Wi-Fi.
Ollie's, go to Ollie's and get them.
Ollie's. And,
You know where all is.
Yeah.
but they're starting to get them with Wi-Fi in them, and a lot of the LED lamps now come with Bluetooth at least. And I don't know, Bluetooth was, I think, the original, and they're probably doing Wi-Fi next. And they're putting the motion detectors in the bulbs, in the LED bulbs.
So
'cause they
someone
last-
walks in the room, it'll kick on when they're.
Well, they're out flood lamps.
I don't get it. I really don't. That's exactly the same.
Without the buttons.
Well, I mean,
The one that you have.
it is identical to this board that I paid $10 for.
They may have the right,
If you can get it out of the box.
may have the right instruction set on it, you know what I'm saying? Firmware.
I doubt it. It says link node R4.
Oh, yeah. Oh, does that define the firmware? I don't know.
It's free shipping.
But it's free shipping.
Yeah.
I'll be happy to pay the 70-cent tax or
There,
20-cent tax.
there are places on AliExpress that aren't deals. I mean, they're just.
Yeah.
It's just like
you-
eBay.
You can go on eBay, you can get
Yeah.
it for any price you want. You can get it for $100, you can get it for $4.
I-
Your choice.
I don't, I mean, that is just marking it up to beyond.
If you want to be shocked, change your sort to highest first on anything you're looking for on eBay, and you'll be, it's the same thing.
So,
And that's what I use for building quotes.
Exactly.
and then when it's time to actually do
Order
the
item,
project,
yeah.
you sort lowest. Yeah, it's a $10 board locally, or you could pay $34 and wait.
That'll be our
3
challenge.
months.
Challenge for next week is to find a $10 RF plus Wi-Fi 4-channel switch similar to this, but with a key fob.
But you gotta buy this quick because there's only 4 days left.
There's
Yeah.
only 4 days left.
You better get moving. I will jump right on top of that. But next week we're looking forward
Look
for.
at the end of the page, it used to be another offers about the same item.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, scroll back,
The page, at the bottom.
because it says 2 pieces for $17.
Where do you?
Above the price.
Oh,
Two
so
pieces. It's 2 per lot.
2 per
Oh,
lot.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, for $20,
Whoa.
I could
What's
get
that
2
deal?
of them, or for $34, I could get 2 of them.
Look at the bottom of the page.
We'll have to think about that one.
I gotta think about that one.
So we're looking for one with an RF on it. For next week, that's Vicente's challenge. Next week, we need $10 for RF and Wi-Fi and 4 channels.
See, right here though, see it, 28 volts DC power?
Yep.
Their website says 5 volts only. So they're using the old information about the old board.
Well, on that first video, there's 3 of them.
Yeah.
The left one was 5 volts, the middle one was 7 to 30, whatever, and then the other one I think was like 110 or something.
The 7 to 28 may be the relay rating. Because it also,
No,
No, that's the DC power on the input.
if that was the coil rating,
no,
5
not the
volts.
coil, the
could-
contacts.
Oh, those are rated up to
Contacts are like
220 volts.
10 and a half.
Not
Oh, the 7 to 28 volt would work at 5 volts. No, it wouldn't work at 5 volts.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Probably not.
I see what you're saying. Because it says 120 volt AC or 7 to 28 volts DC, and these are all, if you read the relays, it's like 10 amp, 30 volts DC or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. I see what you're
They
saying.
wouldn't have a lower limit.
Yeah, I've never seen a lower limit.
But
guess
there's
it'll-
also some confusion about how they're,
It is in English.
I mean, the power supply input's clear that says 5 volts, so.
Yes, the power supply input On this board, clearly says 5 volts. On the old board, it said 7 to 20 something volts. Which in my mind made way more sense because you can find a 7 volt or a 9 volt or a 12 volt supply.
9 or 12, yeah.
Now, the
Put in
weakness,
28, and you see why it's called more sun.
one of the weaknesses in some of these is if it's Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi is one thing. Going through your router without putting a port or something on your web device on there, that's another thing. I want it where just you say connect, and you connect, and you go anywhere, and you're done. That's what I want.
That MQTT firmware that I did, that's pretty much how that works. You just connect and you're done.
Well, yeah, you have to connect to the broker to send commands to it, but yeah. It's a lot easier than dynamic DNS and all that.
Yeah, but the way I wrote it, it's not secure, so it's pretty much don't use it for anything important. You could always just drive around hoping that somebody leaves their garage door set on a non-secure port.
What do you want to get in somebody's garage for?
I don't know.
Somebody got into mine for my chainsaw.
There's stuff
Oh,
in
really?
there.
Yeah. I left the door open when I was cutting the grass, but that's another story.
Someone take your chainsaw?
Yep.
What's this world coming to?
I usually get cleaned up a little bit ahead of time because I usually have way more stuff out than most people. We're getting close to that 10-minute mark.
5 minutes, but okay.
Whatever.
15.
We have to be promptly out of here, so he sets the.
We got 5 minutes. I am the Gestapo when 5 minutes till. We'll blink the lights.
Everyone's got to get in the.
Yeah. Well, it ain't no fooling around. I'll get you out of here. And it gets unpleasant at times. I get unpleasant. But, you know, we try to be good patrons of our library. Visit them.